From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it down the right sideline.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Off play action. Here's Corral. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw, Corral. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mitchell again. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
3rd and goal. Here's Corral. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Mitchell for a Las Vegas touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Bengals at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Running left, here's Mitchell. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And that's complete to Adams. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Burrow. And incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you... And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. T. Higgins, 73 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Shotgun snap to Corral. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. First down, here's Mitchell. Gets around him. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Corral looking to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Corral. This ball deep for Tony. And this is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Kadarius Toney, 46 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
McPherson's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Corral looking to throw it. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now Corral. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Corral. He hits Adams, complete. Down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 42 yards. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Let's get set.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
And they go play action now, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Corral now to throw.
And that's incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Jones on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on the receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Burrow will throw. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone.
And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And Corral will throw it.
That is incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Back to throw, Corral. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10,
right at the 30.
Gun. Stop.
They'll start on the ground with Moss.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing. He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Here we go.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8.
Burrow looking to pass.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17.
It's 4th down. 11, Thomas.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
from 17 yards out.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Here's Corral.
Flushed out right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Corral.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But one
Touchdown!
A.T. Perry from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They'll run a draw now with Moss.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal.
Throwing here, Corral. He'll let this go for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
There he goes left side. Powering his way forward. Touchdown, Bengals. Charlie Jones, 70 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Into the hands of Perry, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Give running right is Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Throwing here, Corral. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Gun. Dot.
Here's Burrow. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd down.
11. 11, MT, tape. 11. Dot.
Burrow.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Burrow.
Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for the Bengals touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Throwing, Burrow. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Corral to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Corral. That is caught.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.